If there is an active shooter incident in the city, we have training that deputies go to. There's the Artemis Defense Institute that is scenario type training here in the city that helps deputies get a 360-degree view of video simulation and interaction. We have active shooter scenarios. We recently held one up at Saddleback Church where we had multiple agencies and departments participate in that from the surrounding area. As in this type of incident, you'll get multiple resources responding. And there's a joint plan in place with the fire authority that would provide protection to the fire department to render aid, but also to help us eliminate the threat. The sheriff's department has what we call the critical incident response team. And basically those deputies are trained and carry AR-15 type rifles so that they can match any firepower and eliminate the threat as quickly as possible. The sheriff's department has what we call a school resource officer that is stationed at El Toro High School, but he gets around to all the other schools as well. And the first part of that is just a visual deterrent and somebody on the campus that is quick and easy to respond. The school resource officer works with school administration and helps to investigate threats and things like that. The school resource officer has been going around to all the schools with school administrators and educating the staff on how to respond to an active shooter incident. The school districts, Capo and Saddleback, and the Sheriff's Department put together a video several years ago called DEE, and it's similar to the Run, Fight, Hide type training that you might find online or something like that, and it teaches students and faculty in how to respond, how to defend themselves, how to escape, or how to evade an active shooter incident. But it's also teaching awareness as far as it's everyone's responsibility to be paying attention to what's going on around them and to report suspicious activity. Another thing that the school districts have is text-to-tip. Text-to-tip is a simple thing where students can text any information and be confidential to the school district, and that information is also routed to the school resource officer. The school resource officer and the school administration then review that tip, go through the information. If they can handle it themselves, they do. If not, then they forward that information on to the SMART team. That's the School Mobile Assessment Response Team with the Sheriff's Department, located here at the Saddleback Substation in Lake Forest. And that team does a threat assessment on all sorts of things, and they also handle all violent crime that occurs on campuses. So another thing we have is our patrol deputies that are encouraged to do patrol checks at the schools within their area. And basically once per week, they're supposed to go to those schools, get out of the car, walk around the campus, and be that visible deterrent. Based on our deployment model, that'll put a deputy sheriff there at least twice a week on campus. Ultimately, the goal is to prevent an active shooter incident from occurring. However, if one does occur, rest assured the Sheriff's Department has a plan in place to neutralize the threat and render aid to those involved. Thank you for listening.